877-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Buckle up your seatbelts, get your popcorn ready. Cam Ward plays football tonight.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. I hope you're as excited as I am. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It is Theoretically Speaking, and we are coming to you here on a Football Friday. A Football Friday. That's right. We are back. We are in the fold. It is happening right before our eyes. Seacats on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. You're going to be on the other side of the glass of a press box tonight, calling a little high school game day, high school football. What's our game of the week tonight?
Got St. Andrews versus the King's Academy.
Battle of private schools. We got Notre Dame commit Dylan Faison, plays a little lacrosse, plays some football, top 10 guy on our list. Him and St. Andrews going to be at home, the King's Academy. They got a star-studded defensive unit. That's going to be some fun tonight. But I'm sorry, CCAT, I'm going to have to double screen high school game day tonight. I love the fact that this year we are doing live streaming for all of our games of the week, which means not only do you get to hear the sultry voice of Christian Cat and how would you describe Coach Jimmy Bell's voice?
Seasoned
Voice of the coach, Jimmy Bell, on the call. You also get to see their pretty faces a little bit, but then mostly you get to actually see the actual game footage that's going down. Do y'all have a camera? Y'all don't have a camera facing y'all?
I do. The internet's not good enough to handle both our audio broadcast and the video with us.
But we can at least see the game itself. So if you are tapped in on high school football this year, every single Friday night, high school game day at ESPN West Palm, at ESPN Top 63 on YouTube. Subscribe. Also, you've been hearing about the new ESPN app. I wonder if you have and you've subscribed to and downloaded the ESPN South Florida app. That's right. Us here at ESPN West Palm have that ready and locked and loaded for you. Can they catch you on that app yet? That's available.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch the game, of course.
All right. So those are the ways in which you can watch CCAT and the coach Jimmy Bell, as they call St. Andrews versus the King's Academy. Now, if you're like me, there's another game tonight that is going to be happening simultaneously that I definitely have to keep my eyes on it. I might have the audio up on Jimmy Bell and CCAT, but my eyes are going to be glued to what's going to be going down in Nashville, Tennessee. I believe Nissan Stadium or something like that. Nissan Stadium.
Drove past it earlier in the month.
What was you doing in Tennessee? What was that? Oh, you drove past it to get to Chicago. Okay, I was about to say, like, you just made a little boys trip to Nashville?
No.
No,
but I saw where the Titans play. I saw where we're going to see the number 1 overall pick play.
8 o'clock tonight. Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans playing host to J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, here's the one issue I do have tonight, C-Cat. There's not a lot of clarity around whether or not J.J., the former Michigan national championship winning quarterback, there's not a lot of clarity around whether or not he'll be playing tonight. We know Cam Ward will play. This will be the final exhibition for Cam Ward ahead of his week 1 bout at the Mile High City's Denver Broncos. I am not quite sure whether or not we're going to get J.J. McCarthy. I'm still waiting to see reports on that. But what I do know is the man himself, the number 1 overall pick out of the University of Miami, the guy that leads college football with passing touchdowns in his entire career, set all of the Miami Hurricanes records last year as a senior. That guy will be suiting up one more time in preseason football. And I can't lie to you, I have not been this excited about a preseason football game in quite some time. I will be locked in on that. But as I started thinking about this football weekend, we got college football kicking off.
You're going to be locked in on that on Saturday? Week 0. Got a couple of big names,
ain't gonna lie to you.
Power 4 schools that will be playing.
Yes, K-State. Shout out Manhattan. Are they at home?
Well, no, that game's in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh my God! See, no, I'm not watching it.
Why? The last time we had this, we had the most hilarious start to a football season in mankind history.
They playing Iowa State?
Florida State losing when they were ranked a top 10 team. What did they lose to? Boston College?
Yeah, it was BC.
That was
Tommy
awesome.
Yeah. No. Was that BC that got him or Georgia Tech that got him?
It was Georgia Tech, and then they lost. They lost to a lot of teams last year. It's hard to keep
I was about
count.
to say, like, you're gonna criticize us for not being. They lost to everybody. I think they were 2-10.
But that was when they were top 10, and they lost their first week 0 game of the season. So I got some high hopes for college football on our TV. It's a noon kick.
It's a different cast and characters. Now the issue with my Saturday right now is I got a stacked morning. Doing a little community service, while you're sitting back watching college football, I'll be serving my community.
Not to brag.
Yeah, no, I'm not bragging on it. I haven't even done it yet. What if I say this and then I don't do it? Do I still get the valor from it?
Well, I mean, yeah, unless you tell us that you didn't do the community service.
I would never do that.
Even if you do that, someone might be listening now that's not listening then. We're going to pick up trash on the highway?
No, but it is picking up trash. I'm not sure where exactly. The flyer did not dictate or outline where the trash will be getting picked up at, but just know my hands will be doing the picking up if I wake up on time.
Wow, you're going to miss an instant classic. Couple of AP top 25 teams between Iowa State and Kansas State.
How do I know this ain't one of those, their top 25, so that we can market this week 0 game as our top 25 matchup?
If you are a AP voter, I don't think you have any interest in boosting the ratings for this game.
So the AP voters who are members of the esteemed media don't have any interest in boosting the interest around a week 0 football game in college.
You don't got to boost. As long as you have a Power 4 team playing a Power 4 team.
Nah, you need a number.
People are thirsty for football.
What are the numbers for? What are the AP polls even for anymore, CCAT, if not just to boost the ratings on TV matchups for games?
It's to boost the egos of the voters. You got to give them a little more power.
The AP poll doesn't even matter anymore. And I hate to be the one to say this, and I know I'm not breaking any news to anybody, but now that we have the college football playoff top 25, that doesn't start until like week 10 or 11 of the college football season. The AP poll, literally the only use it has to anybody is to...
It adds context to games.
Yes.
Because how are you supposed to follow the recruiting trail and the off seasons of these college programs? They do the work for you. Oh, okay. Georgia's supposed to be good this year.
Yeah, watch the damn games.
Dang. I guess Kansas is not supposed to be good this year. Right. So you get that added context.
But so it's for the fans.
Yes.
It's for the fans. And it's
you would rather have I think for the competitive truth and to get the correct teams in the final college football playoff, it's better to never rank these teams until they have a lot
until
of
like
data
week 7
points.
or 8, yeah.
But I think it's good to add context.
It's absolutely useless outside of being able to provide hype around games that are early, because we don't know what these teams are going to be like. We don't know how these transfers are going to pop. We don't know which freshmen are going to have impact first seasons. There's a lot of new quarterbacks and new systems with new coaches, and it is an arbitrary ranking, which I'm going to continue to promote and laud because I am a part of the media. But again, to act as if the AP poll voters don't have any interest in driving up the hype around college football games that are clearly that have way less context than we would like to act like we have, it makes a lot of sense. So Kansas State, Iowa State, in Dublin.
One more bid to get your interest.
With no numbers next to those two teams' names, bro, I'm telling you, that's like 40,000 less viewers.
Will I get your interest if I reminded you of the nickname for that rivalry between Iowa State and Kansas State?
Yeah.
Farmageddon.
I like it.
I
like it.
That'll do more damage than a couple of numbers next to the teams.
Yeah, that would actually Farmageddon. It shouldn't even be called K-State versus Iowa State. They should just call it Farmageddon. Don't even market which teams are in it. Just say the 17th ranked team versus the 22nd ranked team. Farmageddon. Who's tuning in at noon? I would tune in just to see who the hell is in it.
Yeah, there's a couple rivalries that are boosted just because they have a very catchy name.
Yeah,
like when Bedlam was the thing.
Bedlam is it's a dirty name. I love Bedlam.
That like increases the interest in that rivalry by about 40%.
Which one is that? Is this in the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe? That's like Minnesota,
Michigan, maybe.
Minnesota, Michigan.
Yeah, I think it is.
Why would that be the other team?
Battle. Well, they're both Big Ten teams.
Bunyan's axe.
And like I know it's Minnesota.
I know it's Minnesota too.
Yeah, it's Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Ah, right. See, yeah, I mean, I'm like, I feel like Minnesota and Michigan don't really have a thing going, you know?
You're going to eat those words in about 30 seconds.
Why?
Because I'm going to look it up.
Okay, look up the name of their thing. Minnesota,
The
Michigan.
battle for the little brown jug. Come on now. I told you.
The battle for the little brown jug.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Rashad Bateman won any of those back in his Golden Gopher days. That's your guy. That's your guy, Rashad Bateman. Big Ten guy and a Baltimore Ravens guy. C-Cat, I don't care about any of that crap because there's a Big Ten quarterback that's running from the smoke tonight. If he doesn't suit up at Nissan Stadium, J.J. McCarthy, with those Minnesota Vikings, it's going to tell me everything I need to know about what Kevin O'Connell thinks of him going into this season and about also what he doesn't want people to see on that field. I think J.J. McCarthy can be decent. I think he could be good. But the guy on the other side of that field, C-Cat, Cam Ward, is absolutely special. And if I'm KOC, the head coach of the Vikings, I will hold his ass out of week 3 of the preseason as well if I knew who was going to be on the other side of that field. I would say, hey, sit this one out, bud. We'll catch him week 1.
That direct comparison can be damaging. Cam Ward has every reason to play worse and be in less cohesion and have less chemistry with his teammates in Tennessee than J.J. McCarthy. But we've been withheld from J.J. McCarthy a lot of this offseason.
Yeah.
And maybe that's for that reason.
We got him week 1 of the preseason, and he was decent. I think 30 yards, like 4 for 7, 30 yards, no touchdowns, not a lot going on there. He sat out week 2 against the Patriots. And so far, we are 6 hours out from kickoff. You would think we would have an answer as to whether or not J.J. McCarthy is playing. So far, we have not gotten any kind of confirmation. And to me, that tells me J.J. will be sitting this thing out, and it will be Cam Ward putting on one final display. And when I think about those two in juxtaposition with each other, I think about the situation J.J.'s in, where he has a guy like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, who's going to be coming off a suspension in 4 games. He's got I like Ty Felton, who they drafted out of Maryland, a 3rd-round receiver. And, of course, the biggest thing of all is they have a really, really good head coach when it comes to guiding and mentoring and teaching up quarterbacks in this league. I, for the life of me, feel like this is going to be a great showcase of 2 of the quarterbacks that might be able to help define things in each of their conferences in the next 10 years. And when I say define things, like Cam Ward's not going to contend with Patrick Mahomes. J.J. McCarthy is not going to be the best quarterback in the NFC, but both of these guys can be mainstays in the playoffs given their circumstances. Cam Ward in the AFC South, McCarthy with a coach in Kevin O'Connell who wins with, damn it, Josh Dobbs and Nick Mullins. I love this matchup. I hope we get it, but more definitively, I believe Cam Ward in 2025, despite having less weapons and despite also having less experience because this is year 1 for him, whereas it's year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, Cam Ward is going to have a much better rookie campaign than J.J.'s sophomore campaign, and it's mainly because of how special that dude is that's rocking number 1 for the Tennessee Titans that was drafted number 1 overall. We are still somehow underselling how strong of a player he is and how big of a prospect he is, and if you don't want to hear me, listen to me on it, you know that guy that's coaching Cam Ward, Brian Callahan, going into year 2 with the Titans? You want to know something about him? He was the OC when he helped Joe Burrow pop early in his career with the Bengals. He was the OC for that year when you saw Joe Burrow have astronomical numbers and make it to the Super Bowl. And he's now the head coach for the Titans. He's an expert at working with the O-line, but he also knows what it's like to get a young gunner at that position and watch him excel. Take a listen to Brian Callahan, 2nd-year head coach with the Titans, speaking up the Rook.
First and foremost, it's there's a drive.
Yeah.
There's an internal drive to be great, which you can't teach, you can't coach that. He has that. There was never any point during the season last year where you could say our team didn't show up to play. I'm proud of that. That's a testament to the type of people we have, and it's been maybe the coolest thing that I'll probably ever get to do in my coaching career is be able to go to work with him every day. The night before the game, he went out with all the D-line to dinner, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many quarterbacks do that.
That's big.
But Cam's got that ability.
I'm going to go see that sled in a couple minutes.
I can't wait. Are you going to film it? Are you going to film
we're
it?
going to film it. We'll send
That's
it to you.
that. I mean, look, Brian Callahan, who's been to many places in his career, says the coolest thing in my career I've been able to do and that I'm enjoying is this ride that I've been on with Cam Ward and C-Cat. He's only been on it for like 3 or 4 months. He just got the dude. This is why are we underselling? Is it because of the market size? Is it because Cam Ward is not giving us I mean, he gives us quotables. He's actually a good interview. He says a lot of funny things and engaging things behind the microphone. What is it?
But it's all on the field stuff, focused on his craft, focused on football, which does not sell in 2025 as much as it may have 20 years ago. Because the off the field drama is what's driving clicks. The things that you might not know about, the unknown, the entire tornado media storm around Shedeur Sanders is something that people are craving and people are clicking on and people are interacting with. And yeah, market size. I mean, come on now. It's Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably a bottom 4 market in the NFL. No, excuse me, not a market, a brand. The Tennessee Titans are a bottom 4 brand in the NFL in terms of people caring about them as a franchise that aren't from the area.
That's true. And by the way, that was courtesy of the Green Light with Chris Long. Got to give a shout to the podcast that had Callahan on. Yeah, maybe. I do wonder, though, when I look at the last 11 NFL drafts, there have been 9 of those picks, number 1 overall, have been quarterbacks. Cam Ward is one of 9 of the last 11 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall. The 2 that were not quarterbacks, actually, Myles Garrett and then what's his name, Tavon Walker? What's the DN for the Jaguars? How did I forget? Is it Tavon Walker? Am I tripping out of Georgia?
It's not Josh Allen.
It's not Josh Allen. Either way, Myles Garrett, another edge rusher that went number 1 overall to the Jags, and then 9 quarterbacks. And you look at that list of 9 QBs. It's Jameis Winston, it's Jared Goff, it's Baker Mayfield, but it's also Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, guys like Bryce Young. It is a mixed bag you get at number 1 overall, but each of those guys I named, Kyler Murray, came into the league with a lot more buzz, a lot more hype, a lot more gas surrounding them, some of them going into worse situations than Cam Ward. And I'm just intrigued by the fact that it feels like every time we do talk about him, it's almost coded in this sense of like, okay, but we don't do it enough. And it could be the Shedeur effect, maybe, but I think he was at Miami.
He was at Miami, but he also was in the Colorado Buffaloes residual Coach Prime experiment guys with Shedeur there and with Travis Hunter.
Training with them and whatnot.
And it was kind of, they hinted towards it, and we kind of knew it was Cam Ward at number 1. But Shedeur's fall and the trade for Travis Hunter by the Jaguars were 2 much bigger stories in that first round alone. And that was just a first-round story with Shedeur for the first night, and then ended up being a day 3 story for Shedeur Sanders. So that just dominated everything that you took away from this year's NFL draft. And the fact that it was kind of tipped off that it was going to be Cam Ward, it was no shocker he got picked. So give me the storyline. Maybe give me a good performance weeks 1, 2, or 3, and then we're talking about the next Jaden Daniels, just as Jaden Daniels was the next C.J. Stroud. But it almost feels like with Cam Ward, we got to see it first.
Yeah. People want to see it, and I think we're going to see some of it tonight at 8 o'clock against the Vikings at home. His first preseason game at home, his first showing in front of those home fans, and I'm going to be one of those watching, locked in on it. Can I do this then? Can I ask you the questions just straight up? Because I might be partial towards Cam Ward. But who do you expect to have a better year this year, 2025, between J.J. McCarthy and Cameron Ward with these Tennessee Titans, who, by the way, has set the tone for this culture, has been somebody who has been engaged from day one, waking up early, coming in, staying late, studying the playbook, throwing the ball extra, doing extra workouts outside of the realms of the actual practice facility. Who do you expect to have the better 25? Because to me, it's clearly Cam Ward, but there's a lot of people out there that just expect because he has Jay Jettis, Jordan Addison, because he has KOC, that J.J. McCarthy is going to be better.
Vikings would be better off with Aaron Rodgers this year than J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, my God. I forgot you're a madman. You're crazy.
I will bang the drum, and if this, I'm kind of in a win-win situation because I don't think the Steelers are going to be good this year. But if the Steelers are good this year and Aaron Rodgers looks good, the Vikings should sign Aaron Rodgers instead of roll with J.J. McCarthy. Will look so smart.
I know. And you don't deserve it. And you absolutely don't deserve it. Let's ask the good people of Theoretically Speaking. On this Football Friday, hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Who has the better 2025? Who do you have more faith in this year? Rookie Cam Ward or second year but first year starting J.J. McCarthy. He clearly obviously was out all of last year with the knee injury. Sam Darnold led that team to 14 wins. You telling me he couldn't get 11? Telling me he can't get 10? Who knows?
I will say it might be in terms of who you're compared to. Could have been a blessing in disguise for J.J. McCarthy
hell yeah.
to not be compared to the horses in the stable in last year's quarterback draft versus the guys here, because it's just Cam Ward, maybe Jackson Dart.
Is that fair? Because also I wonder if J.J. McCarthy's comp, and now I'm criticizing my own news judgment by bringing this up, but should be Michael Penix Jr. Like, they are in a similar situation. Guys that weren't picked at that top notch, the second end of those drafted in that class, but then also that did not get to start last year.
Yeah, but we have actual data points on Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, but 2 games. You're right.
Was it really just 2 games?
Yeah, just 2 games. Just the last 2.
Okay. So, yeah, I think
it
they're
feels more
starting
similar.
Sure.
888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Who has a better 2025? Cam Ward, the gunslinger, out of Texas, out of Incarnate Ward, Washington State, Wazooski, to Miami to the number 1 overall pick, or J.J. McCarthy, 888-760-3776. Hit us up on that Baptist Health Hotline. Speaking of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. Get back to life and the activities you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Who has the better 2025? And as we garner those calls, I think you know what time it is. Teddy Two-A-Days. Surprise, surprise. We preview the 2025 NFL season in twos, and today I want to do one on those Tennessee Titans who kick off Game 3 of the preseason against Minnesota, and they do so at home for the first time in this exhibition era. And they also do so in the first time at home with Cameron Ward as their starting quarterback. Before we talk about 25, let's talk about 24. Last year, the Tennessee Titans finished 3-14. That's what happens when you got Will Levis and Mason Rudolph slinging the ball around for you. It's going to be a tough sledding. It was year 1 for Brian Callahan. It wasn't pretty, C-Cat. I mean, did you even want to watch any of those games that was coming on the TV with the Titans involved?
Will Levis gave us a couple of absurd calamitical errors.
Yeah.
Is that word? Calamitical?
Calamity is the word, and you're using a derivative like calamitical?
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody use it that way.
Calamity.
Calamital.
Calamital.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Calamity. So Will Levis is a calamity. So is that cologne that he made that smells like mayonnaise. But he also is no longer going to be throwing the football for the Titans. There's a new guy doing that, and also Levis out with a shoulder injury this year.
Calamitic.
Calamitic? Calamatic.
Bang.
Is that it?
Well,
Catastrophic. Just say that.
Yeah.
Their top 3 offseason moves the Titans made after the calamity that was Will Levis.
Number 3.
Drafted Cam Ward number 1 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. The man who set all kind of records with the Miami Hurricanes. The man who also was the Maxwell winner. The man who also transferred from Incarnate Word, where he was good. Wazoo, where he was good. And then Miami, where he was transformative and probably saved Mario Cristobal's job. Yeah, they drafted that guy. Number 3.
When in last year's season do you think that the Titans circled the name Cam Ward and decided it's better to be at the bottom of this tank rather than float a little bit higher and end up with the Browns pick?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that they circled Cam Ward's name until the end of the college football season. I think that they circled number 1 overall pick, though, like probably after the 5th pick that Will Levis threw. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, all right, we're just going to leave him out there.
Yeah.
You know what? It can't get any worse than this. Let's just let them keep on screwing things up. Everybody's going to blame it on the quarterback play, which was the worst in the league last year, and we're going to get the best guy out of the draft. And they soon after the college football season ended and the combine came around and the interviews and everything, they realized, oh, this dude, he's the real deal. And you know what they said? He sealed the deal at his pro day. Remember, he was slinging the ball around. He looked over at the Titans brass and said, yeah, that's it. Put a button on it. Cam Ward right there.
Number 2.
Number 2 offseason move right here. I'm going to divert a little bit. They signed Dan Moore. If you don't know who Dan Moore is, I don't blame you. He's a left tackle from the Steelers. He's going to be the left tackle for Cam Ward this year. They get to slide J.C. Latham, who was a rookie last year, over to the right side. And the reason why that's important is that offensive line for the Titans was abominable last year. No. That's the wrong word. They were an abomination.
Okay.
Abominable would be good.
Or like,
That would be destructive. That would be like a force.
Like the snowman.
Yeah. No, they were an abomination.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They were an abomination to Titans Nation. And them sealing up that offensive line, let's not forget Cam Ward's excellent play last year. It happened behind one of the strongest, most elite lines in college football at Miami. It happened with a head coach, Mario Cristobal, who, what's his expertise? Mariball, offensive line play. That's why the Canes are so good at recruiting O-line. That's why they're going to have a left tackle in Maui Goa who's going to go top 5 next year. Offensive line play was key to Cam Ward having a comfortable amount of time to throw the ball, take his time, and make his magic work. And I think signing a left tackle, beefing up that O-line, I believe PFF has the Titans graded as a top 5 offensive line this year. That is an underrated stat based off of how bad they were last year. Give me Cam Ward behind that line to impress a lot of people and perform a lot better than what people expect.
Number 1.
Number 1 offseason move from last year. In April, on April 24th, the Tennessee Titans sent Roger Goodell up to the podium, and he opened that card up, and they said that Cameron Ward would be the number 1 overall pick. Damn right. All 3 of their offseason moves are all centered around Cam Ward. That's the only thing that mattered was bringing in a quarterback.
What was number 3 of the offseason move?
Drafting Cam Ward.
And what was number 1?
Drafting Cam Ward.
Okay.
It counts twice. Kind of like how Travis Hunter, remember how the Jaguars, that was 2 offseason moves for them?
Okay.
His impact on Travis Hunter is because he plays 2 positions. Cam Ward is going to have the impact of 2 moves for them because that's how monumental it can be. What was the Commanders' most important offseason move last year?
Drafting Jaden Daniels.
And you don't think that counted twice? I feel like that counted about 8 times for them, the way that they made it to the NFC Championship game. And you heard Mike Tannenbaum, former GM, say that Cam Ward is going to have a Jaden Daniels-esque impact in Nashville. So I'm saying it. He said it. You should believe it. How are the fans feeling about this, though? Let's spin the handy-dandy fan feeling wheel. And it's
Come on.
Hopeful. And I would almost say gleefully hopeful because they know that they're going to have a pleasant surprise ahead of them. They know they're going to enjoy themselves, but they're also hopeful for that to translate into on-field success. We've seen quarterbacks have great rookie seasons, put up great numbers and do well, and it not necessarily translate to winning at a high mark. Think like Cam Newton. I believe Kyler had a solid enough. Like, he can have an excellent rookie season and them not win a lot. C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels have set a high precedent for what it is to come in and perform as a rookie. But I would never doubt what that young man can do. People have doubted him year over year over year. He was a 0-star commit coming out of high school. He had to go to Incarnate Word. He proved themselves there. He went to Wazoo. They said he was a 6th-round pick. He came to Miami. He became the number 1 overall pick. Every single stage of his career, he's been doubted, and he stares in the face of doubt, and he delivers. He's going to do the same thing in his rookie year with the Titans. I expect it to go very, very well. The Hard Rock Bet win total for the Titans is 5.5. 5.5. What do you think we're doing with that, C-Cat?
That feels like that number is very low compared to how you've been discussing Cam Ward and the Titans.
It is a weak division. The Texans may have taken a step back. We don't know yet. I mean, at this point, what are the Indianapolis Colts? Technically an NFL team, but would they be able to win the CFL championship? Time would have to tell. The Titans can actually win their division this year. I am going to say I'm jamming the over on 5.5, and I want to say the record prediction I'm giving for the Titans right now here today, I'm finally putting it on wax. Their win total is 5.5. Give me 9.
Double it.
Give me 9. Give me a 9 ball, a 9er. Give me Cam Ward turning up Nashville in a way that was unprecedented before. He is the heir to Air McNair with those Titans, and it makes me excited. Can we bring up the Teddy tiers? Can we do Teddy tiers where we tier each of these teams? There's the big steppers. Those are the teams that can win the Super Bowl. There's the nominees. They deserve to hear their name called, but they will not be in contention. The fun guys. The fun guys is where, I mean, this is the land of joy. We're going to tune in every week. They might not win, but they're going to deliver a show. The scrappy dogs, and then there's the motionless at the bottom. Can we bring them up above the Browns? Above the Browns. Now, Cam Ward is a scrappy dog himself. You saw the way he was beefing it up and fighting with Jeffrey Simmons. But I think him being so scrappy and elevating the play of the Titans, he's elevated the Titans out of the scrappy dogs right into the fun guys. Put them right next to the Bengals. Put the Titans in the same tier with the Bengals and the Broncos, the fun guys. You're not going to want to miss a weekend of Tennessee Titan football. You're not going to want to miss a game of Cam Ward slinging the ball around to Calvin Ridley, to Alec Ayumanur, to Tyler Lockett, to Chigo Kongwu, Tony Pollard in the backfield, Tyjae Spears. You're not going to want to miss what the Titans do. The defense is going to have to step up and play well, but I believe that offense is going to be putting on a show every single week, and Cam Ward is going to deliver a really, really fun season that's going to end with 9 wins. They're going to be a win away likely from winning the AFC South, but that's not going to stop me from putting in that ticket for them to win it. My prediction is they go 9-8, but when I go on Hard Rock Bet, you know where I'm putting my money, and that's the AFC South. How do you like that? I mean, how favorable is that? Too much gas on the Tennessee Titans, CK?
Yeah, you're putting the wrong type of gas in the Tennessee Titans.
How?
The type of hype that is going to be coming from the season is they've got the quarterback figured out, but I don't think you jump from those 3 wins to the 9 that you're expecting that quickly. It's become very normalized with Stroud and Daniels back-to-back seasons. I'm not seeing division winner. I'm not seeing a playoff berth.
Can I just real quickly, and I know we got to go to break, but real quickly, can I just give you a quick synopsis of why I believe this? Number one, the Tennessee Titans are in a weaker division than what we saw Jaden Daniels get 12 wins in last year. Number two, you're talking about the comical memes that Will Levis provided last year. Those happened within the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season. Both times the Titans had those games won, and Levis literally threw them away. So the fact that their Hard Rock Bet win total is 5.5, if the Titans can get competent quarterback play out of Cam Ward, they're going to have 6 wins minimum, 7 wins minimum. And all I'm saying now is from that 6 or 7 wins, the elevation of having quality quarterback play, a leader, a culture driver, a person who is setting the tone every day, a coach on the field, that can get you over the hump in a division where you also just saw one team punt on their season in the Indianapolis Colts, and the other team is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who, I mean, I love me some Travis Hunter. I think Trevor Lawrence can be better, but they can be had. I like Cam Ward over Trevor Lawrence still as a player and as a force and as a leader. And the Texans have a lot of question marks. They just traded away their left tackle.
Give me a third in the division season for the Tennessee Titans and give me 4.5 wins. That's what I'll say. It's going to be 4 or 5 win team.
So you think that going from Levis to Ward gives you 1 more win?
Probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
a lot more symptoms issues with the Tennessee Titans, and it doesn't end there.
They have a very strong offensive line. They have weapons, not a beautiful, robust tool of weapons, but he didn't need that in college either to perform at a high level. Calvin Ridley's really good. Tyler Lockett's a professional. Like, you drafted 2 wide receivers. One of them out of Stanford that had Travis Hunter, he ragdogged Travis Hunter in that game, Stanford versus Colorado last year. I think he had 200 yards on him.
Gave up 27 points per game last year.
That's because half of those were pick sixes.
I feel like that's an embellishment.
The Titans, yeah, I mean, but another thing is the Titans' defensive DVOA last year, which is a fancy little analytical term, but it means how strong did you play against expectation. They were like top 5 in the league defensively. L'Jarius Sneed is back from injury. Jeffrey Simmons is a force up front. Their defense is actually a little bit underrated. They're pretty good. Give me the Titans to win 9 games, and I don't feel bashful about it.
I just feel a whole lot better putting my bets on quarterbacks that have been there for 2+ years, like Stroud and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
With better coaching in Jacksonville, as we presume, with more weapons in Jacksonville. I think we're going to see a 3rd-place finish for the Titans, a 4th-place finish for the Colts, who might be the last in the NFL in total this year, if it's not the Cleveland Browns. That's where I see the Tennessee Titans finishing this year.
Well, you're wrong. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Elevate your drive with the new 2026 Range Rover Velar P250S, where sleek design meets powerful performance. Lease it today for just $749 a month for 36 months, with $6,995 due at signing. This is your chance to command the road in signature Range Rover style. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and make sophistication yours. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Hi, I'm Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. As you have likely seen and heard, law firm advertising is at an all-time high. Attorney ads seem to be part of every radio and TV commercial segment. Some firms are even using paid actors and actresses to speak for them. At Smith Ball Baez and Prather, we know that the decision to hire a law firm should never be based on advertisements alone. It is our past results and many positive 5-star reviews that we encourage you to read at smithball.com to learn more about our law firm. We have board-certified lawyers. We have lawyers listed in the best lawyers in America and in super lawyers. But most importantly, we have experienced lawyers located right here in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast that are ready to be your advocate and your voice, and fully prepared to start fighting for your legal rights today. Our purpose, legal power. Our mission, huge results. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
So let it rip.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
See, guys, I mean, I know this is a little inside baseball here, but our studio here at the Evan Cohen studio faces out towards Rosemary Avenue here at Downtown City Place in West Palm.
Among the people.
Why is it that today so many people have been stopping in front of the window, looking, pointing? It's a weird, like, in the past 30 minutes, it's been like 4 or 5 different people. And there's more. It's happening right now again. Like, is there something going on?
There's got to be something in town that's driving foot traffic in the area.
That are new to the area, maybe.
Yeah.
that aren't used to seeing us here.
It's a weekend. We should probably know what's going on in Palm Beach
should.
County and the Treasure Coast.
Is it Football Friday? Is it that? No, it can't be that. It's too early for that. Why would they be roaming the streets? But you saw it earlier too, right? There was like a huddle of people that just stood there for a while. It was weird.
Yes, you looked like they were window shopping for a radio host.
Yes. And I'm like, am I on sale? Like, what is going to happen here? If they click purchase, what happens to the show? Do I just disappear? Is it? And how much do I earn here from that? I would at least negotiate it out something with them. You know where you don't have to do much negotiating?
Where?
You just pull up and you request good service and they deliver it. Duffy Sports Grill.
Oh, I should have known that.
Yeah, especially because at Duffy's right now, it's fantasy football drafting season. And if you want to have a good spot for your fantasy football draft, you go to Duffy Sports Grill. That's the place to go. Duffy'sMVP.com. It is a great place to start your fantasy football season because it's the perfect place to host a fantasy football draft. They have private party space available for you and your friends to hold your draft. They also have the Duffy's award-winning burgers, wings, and the 2-for-1 drinks. So you can take your fantasy draft to the next level. Plus, you got free Wi-Fi, over 80 televisions at every Duffy's Sports Grill. Book your draft party today at Duffy'sMVP.com. That is Duffy'sMVP.com. Duffy's Sports Grill. Eat, drink, draft.
Wait, you said 2-for-1 drinks. What time?
2-for-1 drink. That's going to be every day. And let me see what time. Let me look at.
Well, we work like in the middle of the day where a lot of these quote-unquote happy hour specials are around the area.
It's kind of tough. So let me see, because I mean, if it's all for 2-for-1 drinks. Wait, all day?
Oh, so once they open the door, you can walk in
10 a.m. or whenever the Duffy's opens near you, and you can walk in. And it might be a little maniacal to do it early, but hey, nobody's gonna judge you at Duffy's. 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day.
That makes planning a whole lot easier, especially I'm on a budget right now.
Come on. You're always on a budget. Stop acting like this is new. You're always budgeting.
Moving out of your apartment budget is a different kind of budget.
Oh, okay. So twice as many hot dogs for lunch then. Or like so half as many, I guess, is the thing for you.
No. Twice as many times I choose to eat hot dogs. That's really what it is, because that's a good budget meal. That's what I'd say.
Gosh. It's PB&J's, bro. Like, have some respect.
I told
you about them, that these gobbling glizzies at the crib, bro. It's not good.
Yeah, and our speaking of fantasy football, because it's a great place to do your fantasy football draft, is at Duffy's. You're in the group chat with our fantasy football team where our league loser from last year is currently being punished for coming in last by having to eat 58 hot dogs in the span of 1 week. And he's mixing it up, as you've seen, with different types of condiments, where the dude broke out the sriracha mayo that you would see on a sushi roll.
Wow. So, because I was wondering why there were different things going on. He doesn't have to do that. He's just trying to make the flavor different for him so he feels better about it?
Yes. Like, I would try new things on my hot dog, even if I think I'm not going to like it, just to mix it up a little bit if I had to eat 58 hot dogs in a week.
I guess you're right. I would grill them. I would grill them.
Well, that every time?
Yeah, every time.
But then you're having the same grilled hot dog every time.
Yeah, but just little grilled barbecue sauce.
Everything's great in moderation, both in health and in taste.
Yeah, just a little grilling. I mean, I'm not crazy for that. Just a little grilling. How you feeling about? Before we get on this get around, how you feel about Isaiah Likely these days, man? Foot injury.
I can't worry about the Ravens.
Backup tight end.
Mark
Andrews. It's too soon.
I can't pre-worry about my favorite football team. Yeah. I can pre-worry about everybody else's. Trust me, that feels just fine. And pointing out the points of failure that the fans and teams across Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast are going to have, but I can't do it with my own team.
I was asking selfishly because I'm in a fantasy football draft right now, a little dynasty draft. I'm on the clock. Likely's looking good to me, but I just was trying to get a little Ravens insight. Well, you know what?
They might be able to do that loyal to our guy BS with Mark Andrews, where it's like through thick and thin, Mark Andrew is the epitome of the Baltimore Ravens. So we had a bad postseason run, had a bad last season, but we're going to stick with him.
I don't need it for this year. I need it for next year. And next year, I think it's the Likely Show.
Ah.
It feels likely that it's going to be the Likely Show. And I would love to get in on that action. Speaking of getting on some action, how about we get in on a trip?
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
It happened again. and I'm starting to get concerned. I'm starting to think something's on my face or something like that. Maybe I just look really good. I just got a haircut. Safe Bound Get Around, stop to stop, place to place. Biggest stories.
Next stop.
We're going to Birmingham, Alabama.
Nice.
Birmingham. Because that's where the SEC headquarters is.
Did you purposely say Birmingham like that? You tried to say it like an SEC guy? Birmingham.
Well, I kind of try to say it like the British do with their cities.
Okay.
They kind of ham. They don't do the ham in Birmingham.
Birmingham. Birmingham.
Well, hot off the presses out of the SEC from their headquarters, they finally did it. Like every other Power 4 conference, the SEC will add another game to their conference schedule. So the SEC will play a 9-game football schedule beginning in 2026. That's one half of the news. The other half of the news is, well, the SEC is mandating everyone in the conference to schedule a Power 4 opponent in their non-conference schedule. Too long, didn't read. The SEC is zigging, while Kurt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers and teams that are saying, you know what, we're not going to schedule anybody, and we're going to cruise to a 2-loss season, get in the playoff. The SEC is saying, nope, strength of schedule, it matters. New metric for the CFP committee, it matters. Our teams will be guaranteed to play tougher schedules than anyone else in the country.
Nice. You know how sometimes things can feel like good news. They can feel like a good thing. They can feel jolly. But then when you consider the source, you know that there's something insidious about it.
You think there's a troll under the bridge who's offering a riddle, and it might sound like there's a pot of gold at stake, but in reality, you've already lost?
Anytime Greg Sankey and the SEC make a move, anytime the Big Ten does the same thing, you have to be skeptical about what their end goal is. You have to. And I'm going to be that guy today. Everybody's celebrating it. Oh, it's going to set the precedent. Everybody's going to have strength of schedule stronger. You know what I think is going to happen? There's going to be 3 years from now, because the SEC did this, they're going to force their way into auto bids. Those auto bids, 6 of them or something crazy like that, something ridiculous. And the committee's going to be like, sure, yes, sir, Mr. SEC. Yes, sir. And then we're going to have a 7-win Kentucky team that somehow sneaks into the 12-team playoff, or probably 16 team by then. That's going to absolutely stink. Whereas a 10-win Miami team gets held out because the ACC wasn't strong enough that year. That's what's going to happen. And the Kentucky team's going to get blown out just like they did in the 4 losses they had in the SEC during the regular season. But because it was an SEC schedule, they get to be in the playoff. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I love it. It gives us more good games.
Oh, my God.
Exponentially. Because you get another SEC matchup from every other team in the conference, and we're going to see matchups that we might not normally see.
You're right. Let me pull up, because people love to inflate, and the SEC is good. Don't get me wrong. The Big Ten, y'all are right there with them these days. Let me pull up these SEC football teams while we're at it, talking about these good matchups we're going to get every day.
Can't use Vanderbilt as a scapegoat anymore.
They're okay. Because Pavia pulls up, and now all of a sudden they're world beaters.
They gave us theatrics. They gave us fantastic games.
You know who gave us a stinker after stinker after stinker? Kentucky last year. Missouri is up and down all the time.
Kentucky beat Ole Miss, didn't they?
I know. All right. That's all they beat, though.
The deep conference.
Oh, my God. Why are you singing the praises for the SEC right now? I do think they're the best conference, but let's pump the brakes.
Because they gift me a great entertaining product that I can't miss every Saturday.
They're gonna force their way in with mediocre teams. Do you think Ole Miss should have been a playoff team last year?
No, it should have been South Carolina.
Maybe. I can't go against your South Carolina take there. I love me some Lenore Sellers. They had to finish the job, though, and they didn't. The ball was in their court. They have to finish the job there. I can't just gift them a ticket into the 12-team playoff when they had an option. Win one more of those games and you're in.
It's tough to say to a team that's playing an SEC schedule.
Oh, my God.
Indiana.
The excuses you give these guys.
It's not. There's a reason why the committee is going to put a more emphasis on strength of schedule, because the reality is there's a power imbalance between these schedules that these different conferences are playing.
Hey, South Carolina, don't put up 3 points against Ole Miss at home, and maybe you get in. Hey, South Carolina, you get into that duel with LSU early in the season. You were the better team. You got outlasted. Win that game and you're in.
Okay. Hey, Indiana, don't play anybody and you're in. Lose
Nice.
your one game. Lose the one game you actually have to play and not look competitive in that game. That's okay because you didn't have to play Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You did not have to play Kentucky. You had to play any of these teams that are in the SEC and stronger.
Yeah. Sometimes stronger, not always stronger.
We are going to get Notre Dame, South Carolina on a late August, early September night. We are going to see these cross-conference opponents play more often. You like Ohio State, Texas, don't you?
I do.
Without mandates like these in the conference, you're going to get a whole lot less of Ohio State, Texas at the beginning of your college football season. This is a great move by the SEC. The Big Ten is going to have to follow suit.
I love the SEC. Get the SEC out of your mouth, man. All right, you have to be cynical with that program. You have to be cynical with that organization. I'm not saying this can't end well, but there are unintended consequences, and the other conferences will suffer from it. Yes, they will.
These are unintended rewards that we're getting. The intended consequence by the SEC is to have a strong push to have auto bids because the undeniable
just
fact.
earn them.
Listen, I've resigned myself to the fact that your, and
you
mine
wanted Indiana
great
out.
idea.
You wanted Indiana out. That's the thing.
Yes. I
All
wanted
right.
to reward teams that played good teams. And I did not want to reward a record that just looks a little bit more flawless and sexy to have a one-loss team in just because they only lost one game.
I can't argue with Indiana. I mean, Indiana is a glaring case for a team that should not have been there that had an easy schedule. So I can't argue. I guess you win this round. I'll be back.
Next stop.
Well, I wanted Miami in, but they screwed themselves.
I'll be back is exactly what Brian Robinson said when he got shot and came back to the NFL.
Are you sure it wasn't like, oh my God, no?
No, because he proved everyone wrong and was back on the football field, had a great season with the Commanders last year and the year before that.
I got shot.
Brian Robinson made a little bit of a career with the Washington Commanders, drove that stock up a little bit. So much as he got traded away from the Commanders to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for just a measly 6th-round pick. Wait a second, Theo. Didn't the San Francisco 49ers trade for a really good running back less than 3 years ago?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, his name was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Why did the 49ers make this move for a running back when they already have a running back?
Because they have injuries in their backfield. Jordan James, the rookie out of Oregon, has been banged up all camp. The only guy behind Christian McCaffrey is Isaac Guerrero, and you don't want to enter the NFL season with a older running back, a workhorse running back like McCaffrey, and not have a force behind him in case he goes out. You saw what happened to that team, especially in the red zone last year without McCaffrey. It was bad. It was not good at all. And this is insurance. People like, I hit up our guy Kevin Bozeman after I saw that trade, and I told him, do not fret. I still like my McCaffrey Offensive Player of the Year at plus 2,000. Guess what? The line hasn't moved, C-Cat.
Whoa.
Brian Robinson didn't move that line.
I don't know. He was stealing touches from Austin Eckler when Eckler was a Commander, and Eckler had a bigger name.
Eckler's washed.
Was.
McCaffrey is still a dog. McCaffrey is going to be a dog, and I do believe he's going to win Offensive Player of the Year with the 49ers. They're going to win a lot of games. He's going to get a lot of touches. Do not let this news derail the hype train around Christian McCaffrey. I'm all in. CMC, baby.
And that's your safe-bound get-around.
Nice. Safe-bound get-around. That's always fun. I like the safe-bound get-around because it's efficient, gets us from place to place, and it's also a gleeful distraction from everybody stopping in front of the damn zoo here and pull out. Did you see the last lady with the stroller who recorded us for like 30 seconds?
We should be thankful. We should be thankful for people, but it is.
I am grateful, but it's weird. You're right. It happens once a show, maybe. Today it's happened like 5 or 6 times in the first hour. So
yeah. You know what it is? Word on the street was Russo and Rizzo are not in studio today.
Yes, they were.
So finally, we can enjoy who is in studio. They'll be on the air today, by the way, remote from St. Andrews. They'll be joining us live on the air, of course.
It just is weird. You can't lie and act as if it's not weird. It's just absolutely weird. What's not weird but is difficult is moving, especially when you're trying to move on your own. And Safebound Moving and Storage actually takes care of a lot of that. You hear about the Safebound Get Around, you're like, what's all that noise about? Well, it's because you're safe with Safebound. It's South Florida's most trusted moving company. They actually moved my own little sister from South Florida to Georgia, and they did a great job of it. Why? Because they're experts. If it wasn't Safebound, it would have been Theo and Co. And let me tell you something. I can get you from point A to point B. Can't promise that it's going to be a sufficient ride. Can't promise you're not going to have to pay more of that security deposit because I might bang up a couple doorways with your couch. You know what I'm saying? I might lose some of the things. You know how you got to break a bed down and stuff it into a U-Haul? I might lose the frame. Not Safebound, though. Not Safebound Moving and Storage. They have experts. They do this for a living. They are family-owned. They have a trained team of experts, and they're based in West Palm Beach. Whether you're moving in Florida, out of Florida, within the state lines, Safebound Moving and Storage is the place to go, safebound.com. Also, they have Safebound Luxury, right? Expert team in art handling, special event moving, luxury, retail, and high-end residential. Safebound's luxury services have you covered. Safebound Moving and Storage, 5-star customer service that you can rely on. Tap in with the good people. More theoretically speaking, more especially the happy hour, and I believe we do have Tina, right? Tina's pulling up today.
Should be.
Tina is a probable, like J.J. McCarthy for tonight's preseason game. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals. Too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features like watching 4 games at once in multi-view. Your fantasy football team updates live in-game. SportsCenter, customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You got to check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
What if every use of your debit card turns spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
Mas Plus by Messi is hydration plus more. A beverage like no other made to give everyone an extra boost of positivity and inspiration every day. Created by Lil Messi, Mas Plus delivers a balanced blend of electrolytes with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors, no caffeine, and only 1 gram of cane sugar, plus vitamins with no compromise on quality ingredients. Floridians can purchase Mas Plus by Messi at key retailers across Florida or online at masbymessi.com.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Chumsland. The Seahawks volleyball team completed the Palm Beach Juniors Classic over the weekend with a record of 2-2. After dropping both games on Friday, Kaiser got back on track with a pair of sweeps on Saturday. 2024 second-team All-Sun selection Isabella Steffel led the team in kills with 34 for the weekend. Also big contributions from Cece Worsham, Mackenzie Bennett, and freshman Aubrey Valcourt, who clocked 24 kills and 5 blocks. The wins also mark the first victories for first-year head coach Dan Berggren. On the docket for this week, volleyball is in action at the Palm Beach Juniors 6-team round robin, and women's soccer kicks off their season at home on Saturday against Texas A&M Texarkana. For more times and tickets on all Kaiser University athletic events, head to KUCS.com.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom Camp.
30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think.
think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Mark your calendars. On Sunday, August 24th, the Marlins are honoring a legend. Witness World Series champion and 3-time Gold Glove winner Luis Castillo join the Marlins Hall of Fame. Arrive early for the special pregame ceremony. Then take home a limited edition baseball card bobblehead. Presented by Goya. Available to the first 8,000 fans. Then stick around as the Marlins take on the Blue Jays in an epic Sunday showdown. Get your tickets today at marlins.com/tickets.
It's the summer clearance event at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, and they need to sell 250 new Kias by month's end. Get up to $11,000 off MSRP. New Tellurides from $38,998, and lease the 2025 Kia K4 for just $199 a month with $34.99 due at signing. Plus, get 0% financing and up to $6,000 over KBB value for your trade. Open daily at 7:30 a.m. with no hidden fees and no surprises. Visit GreenwayKiaWestPalmBeach.com today.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Right now is the best time to upgrade because once these deals are gone, they're gone for good. Don't wait around and let someone else drive away in the Kia you've been dreaming about. Your new ride is waiting for you at Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach.
With approval to KFA, stock number SG005991. MSRP $45,235. 10,000 miles per year, plus tax tag and $999 admin fee. Discount includes all Kia factory rebates to dealer. Negative equity refinanced. Offers don't combine. Expires 9/15/25.
Putting the ball behind the keeper takes lots and lots and lots of tireless work that leads to something brilliant. It's the same with PNC Bank. They take a smart, practical approach with your money so you can score brilliant financial goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 and proud banking sponsor of Inter Miami CF radio broadcasts. Visit pnc.com/brilliantlyboring. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Okay, pause. Literally stop your morning and pay attention because breakfast at McDonald's is popping off with deals. Right now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg for only $3. Or, brace yourself, grab a full breakfast combo in the app for just $5.49. That's hash browns, a drink, the whole delicious situation. So slide through the drive-thru, fuel up for the day, and get with it. McDonald's breakfast. It's fast, it's tasty, it's happening. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches returns February 25th through March 1st, 2026. To show our appreciation for our fans and community, we're offering the lowest available ticket prices for a limited time. Enjoy the beautiful Palm Beach weather and watch PGA Tour players compete in your backyard at PGA National Resort. These exclusively priced tickets are on sale now through August 25th at thecognizantclassic.com/ESPN.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-7473. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is a football Friday. It is theoretically speaking. And it is your boy, Theo Dorsey. I am feeling good. Good vibes rolling and flowing on through. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. You know he's got good vibes. He's loaded up.
Got bad vibes. I got an email from ID.me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You got to renew your ID?
No.
Was it spam?
Someone's trying to steal my identity.
Wow. Who would ever do that?
I don't know, man.
Who's trying to be the cat, man? Who's trying to be the cat? Tina Costanza. You can't see her on the at ESPN West Palm YouTube stream yet, but you will see her in just a moment. She is here. Despite the rumors, Tina is here for the happy hour, and she's on time. And it's nobody's fault that you can't. Oh, there she goes. Hey, Tina, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. And the best thing to have on a Friday is a cocktail of the day. And I want you to go ahead and deliver that while I pop your light on.
Thank you so much. So I will actually be joining the content team tonight and headed out to Dwyer at Jupiter for one of our coverage tonight for high school game day. And I decided to pick the Jupiter cocktail.
The Jupiter cocktail. Is this based off the planet or the city?
Or the flower? It's a juniper. Never mind.
This guy's an idiot.
That's
a big word for our mouth.
I'm more so laughing at your delivery of that. That kind of sounded like a sitcom. I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know why it came out that way either. I don't know. It also is kind of rude. But I'm sorry, Tina.
It's okay.
That's where the boys go to get more stupider.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
No need for cat.
The Jupiter cocktail has gin, dry vermouth, orange juice, and violet liqueur. It's like a pretty
What
pink.
does a violet
I was about to
take
say,
like?
violet is probably just, I don't know, because I was thinking lavender at first. I was thinking
Right.
lavender. And lavender is actually like an herb, and you can infuse stuff with lavender. And
Violet was the name of the girl who turned blue in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Violet, you're turning violet.
Oh, okay, good line. That's good. That's a good recall.
Violet Beauregard, I think.
Wow.
So
That's a big.
I mean, the blueberries that maybe she ate in order to turn violet, but they weren't blueberries. It was a candy factory.
Wasn't it called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
I
Factory?
think the original might have been Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The
Yeah, that's the
remake
one I
with Johnny
watched.
Depp was probably Willy Wonka. But
Yeah.
thankfully, we've got a phone. Okay, Willy Wonka was the original. Charlie was the remake.
Okay. Yikes. That's the one I watched. I think I watched Charlie.
What does violet taste like, Tina?
I've
I'm about to Google
I've
it.
never had violet
What
before.
does violet taste like?
Because, there's colors that have taste, i.e. the orange.
Okay, wild violet syrup, I guess. It says, violets have a distinct taste, described as a sweet, perfumed, and floral flavor with subtle notes of honey and a hint of earthiness, similar to bergamot or rose. That doesn't help at all.
No.
I've never tasted a rose.
That doesn't help at all, but you know who can help if you have some car trouble?
Who?
I think you know who. Tina knows who.
St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Oh.
The only people that can help.
I was going to say Duffy's. I was like, wow, how does that?
Damn, swing and a miss.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
can-
on an empty stomach, I can't.
Well, maybe there's some violet drinks at Duffy's that we can go try one day.
Hello.
But
2 for 1.
if you ever have car issues, the only place to go is St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They are the experts. They are the one you should trust. And what I love about St. Lucie Battery and Tire is it's not just a tire place. It's a local, family-run business that's been doing this for over 50 years. That means they care. They know what they're doing, and they will treat you right. I have had so many car troubles this past month, from tires to batteries, that I have been at St. Lucie Battery and Tire often, and they have been so great to me. Got me new tires, 4 brand new ones. Me and Sally are rolling great. Had a battery issue, popped in a new battery, was in and out in less than 20 minutes. Just honest work at honest prices. They don't just work on cars. They handle RVs, boats, commercial fleets, you name it. 24/7 roadside emergency service. Check them out at slbt.com.
Tina, what game did you say you're going to be at tonight?
I'm going to Dwyer at Jupiter.
Look at that. Look at that. If you're on the ESPN West Palm stream, an authentic throwback Jupiter Warriors helmet.
Game worn.
Game worn. You could tell this thing's got banged up. It's got hit so many times, I'm starting to think this is Tyler Cameron's old helmet. He used to get hit around like a rag doll back when he was playing QB for them Warriors. Cody from Jupiter's in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm, and I just wanted to show him that we locked in with them Warriors. We don't have a Dwyer helmet with us, but the game will be at Jupiter or Dwyer?
It's at Jupiter.
Okay, so Tina,
Dwyer, Jupiter.
Dwyer at Jupiter. You're wearing this helmet out to the game to shoot video of this high school football game.
We've seen those camera people get mowed down on the sideline. It might be for your own good.
It's for safety. Haven't you gotten hit on the sideline before?
I've been pretty close.
Yeah, or
very close.
I think it was Jeanette Javier that got tumbled over.
Yes, she tumbled.
And I've been hit. I stood my ground.
Nice.
I got hit hard. I got hit so hard though. I had the big TV camera and it cut my nose. But I stood my ground. I didn't fall.
Did you
should have probably?
Did you try not to cry? Because any nose injury, it goes instant tears. It has nothing to do with masculinity or even pain tolerance. It just triggers that tear function.
It was high enough because it was really because I had the eyepiece over, so it was high enough to where it didn't trigger the eye-watering thing. It just actually gashed me.
Damn, man, crying has been so stigmatized. Imagine crying as a grown man on the football sideline.
Oh, it's tough.
You could have your arm cut off, and I still would look at you a little bit differently if you had tears going. All
right, dude, get a hold of yourself.
You're
brother.
like 33. There's kids around.
You're right.
Cover your own home. Save it for later.
When I broke my nose in high school playing flag football, I did not cry immediately because I was in shock. And it took about when I was sitting in my parents' car and they had ran inside. My mom was very shake it off. That was her thing. When I was growing up, she never, you had to physically see that I need to go to the doctor, the hospital for her to do something.
That's why you're a tough cookie.
She was like, shake it off, Christina, you're fine. This was the first injury that it was we're immediately going to the hospital because I was gushing blood, bleeding everywhere. How I broke my nose, it cut the side of my nose. It was bad.
Yeah.
But I did not cry until I was sitting in the car and my parents had ran inside just to grab a few things before we headed to the ER. And it was all the pain hit me at once.
Yeah.
And I just flooded with tears. But it took a little bit. But the nose, the
nose is
I feel even for me sometimes, I have that, I could cry and it'd be okay. But if you're fighting back tears, I'm this is not the place to
don't
cry.
Do it.
I don't want to do it, but I can't help it. It hurts so bad.
Feel vulnerable, you know?
Have you ever encountered a other woman crying in a bathroom stall? I feel like that's a cliche in the movies.
Yes,
it does happen.
Yes, that happens.
That happens?
Do you give a hang in there, girl, or do you ask her for what the problem is, or do you ignore her?
I think probably depending how intoxicated am I, that how much do I care? Is it just, okay, maybe that's something I shouldn't mess with? Or if I'm really intoxicated, really friendly, I'm are you okay? Do I need to go say something to this person?
It's usually, it's usually drunk girl in the bathroom crying.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It's usually always drunk girls crying.
I've been on the other end of
if there's a drunk guy in the bathroom crying, what you do is you take a ball of paper towels and you soak it in water and you fire it into the stall that he's crying in. That was just my high school experience.
Were you the one crying?
No.
You were
no.
So when you heard somebody crying in the bathroom stall, you would wad up paper towels, wet them, and throw them at them?
No, that wasn't exclusive to crying. That was exclusive to using the bathroom stall. You can't use it during school hours. That's just mistake number one.
That was such a rule everywhere, and apparently I don't know if it was not a rule in my town or if I just never got hit by it, but I used the bathroom freely.
Really?
I did my thing.
I made one mistake one time, and DJ Wong goes, "Who's in there?" And then I'm like, "Oh no, not DJ Wong."
Wait,
was he a bully or?
No, he was just a very funny guy who said, "I'm gonna wait here until I see who it is."
Oh my
I was
God.
"Oh no."
Oh my God. How long did you finish what you had to do?
Yeah,
but very nervously, huh?
Yeah, I would just scroll on my phone at that time, and just in a boring class. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a study hall or a recess or gym or anything. So you really take your time at that moment. And I thought maybe I can wait him out. Maybe he was just bluffing when he said he was going to wait there. A couple minutes go by, and he was not bluffing.
Oh, he
so
waited.
Had to,
had to face the fire.
And there wasn't a stall that had a sink inside the stall. You had to wash your hands outside of the stall. So I had to face the music for about 30 seconds and go about my day.
I just don't get. So here's my thing, and I know there's a big stigma, and people like to make fun of it and laugh and point. But
this is high schoolers, mind you.
I know. It's never been that embarrassing for me.
You got me.
Is
that
it's
what
like,
it is?
Yeah, because wasn't there a book? Everybody does it. We do it mostly if you're healthy once a day. I
think you're putting yourself in an extremely compromising position.
It is.
That's what it is.
It is.
You are left to the devices of everyone else around you, and they can do whatever they want because you are strapped to that porcelain throne.
There's a lock on the door. What are they gonna slide under there?
Come on now. You haven't seen yeah.
What
You
kind
ever
of
seen-
high school were you in?
Not in my high school, but I just am habitually scrolling Instagram reels.
People
and
scroll. They. Well, why would you want any business in somebody's stall while they're doing it?
I've seen like fights happen in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
That's different.
Things get chaotic, and then the two bodies like bump into the stall door,
Okay.
and it cracks open,
There's
and then you got a guy
someone
sitting there, pants around his
my
ankles,
gosh.
and he's fighting for his life while they're fighting for their lives, and it's a horrible situation. Yeah,
Have you ever gotten in a bathroom fight in school? I didn't like. I didn't
gotten
like
one,
bathroom
gotten
fights.
into one,
Yeah,
or
like been in a fight that had to go down in the bathroom, like because you.
no. I
didn't like.
I think
those.
only one or two happened during my high school tenure. Brandon Danzeisen and Chris Matos.
Well, they
scrapped.
I hope they don't have like. I hope they're not politicians.
All right, one's in the military, and one is.
He's gonna get dishonorably discharged.
He's probably doing the same thing right now.
Yeah, he's in another bathroom, just beating dudes up.
Yeah, it probably very unnecessary for me to use names. You're right, because I could have said Kyle Johnson, and it still would have worked, even though he's also a kid in our high school. But
So why do you there's so much kids in your high school get more name drops on this show than actual NFL players.
Kyle Johnson was the kid who transferred in, and during the summer leading up, he talked a big game about his football career, and the pads went on, and he's never played football in his life.
Wow.
So he was talking about how, 6 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Why do people lie about
I
these
don't
things?
understand. Well, how did he not look out for his future self? He had to prove it eventually.
You know the worst, and that's bad. And there's people tell tall tales, especially kids. You know, you excuse it in middle school, high school. They talk themselves up. They tell tall tales to make themselves look good. The most ridiculous lie I have ever had to embrace and deal with is I have a buddy from Houston who never attended the University of Houston. But to this day, if you ask him right now, I think he works as like a bouncer outside of a bar in Midtown Houston. To this day, if you ask him anything about his football playing career and or his history in college and whatnot, he swears to you not only did he play cornerback for the Houston Cougars. By the way, this man's 33 years old right now. Not only did he play cornerback for the Houston Cougars, he swears that there is a highlight of him tackling Lamar Jackson.
Really? So whenever you're huddled around watching NFL Red Zone or the Ravens are playing primetime, he's got that little nugget in his back pocket.
He tells
Tackled
this.
him.
Here's the.
Yeah.
I tackled that guy once.
They're doing it all wrong. You got to go low with Lamar. Like it was simple.
I really do wish I was making this up too. My buddy told me about this. He warned me because what happened was I was coming back into town. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, by the way, that he retold this story to me too. Probably 4 or 5 years at this point. I was going back into town in Houston, and he had hit me up like, "Yo, Theo, I see you in town, bro. Like, pull up to the bar. You know, I bounce outside this bar. Pull up. I got you. I got you and whoever you come with." I'm like, "Bet." I tell one of my other homies like, "Yo, I'm about to go link up with my boy, Rod, whatever, He like, "Hey, go. It's all good. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's gonna tell you." He told me this. My buddy told me the exact thing, and I said, "That's ridiculous." I'm like, he knows we have Google. Like, I can Google your name. I can Google the University of Houston's roster. I can go through it. He never
Show me the highlight.
Show me the highlight.
If I tackled Lamar Jackson, I would have that saved as an MP4 on my favorites on my phone.
I don't know why, but I wonder. I'm gonna DM him later today and see. I'm gonna ask him like, "Hey, do you have that highlight of you tackling Lamar?" I really do wonder if he's still telling this lie. But 5 years ago, he still was telling it, and I don't even think the timelines add up because he's like 30, 31 right now, and I don't think Lamar was playing football during the time where he was at Houston Community College, lying and saying that he was at Houston, University of Houston.
So sometimes you get in too deep in a lie. Sometimes you might lie in a drunken setting.
And you have to double down?
Yeah, and it just snowballs, and you go from there. There is a HBO show called The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder.
Okay.
And Nathan Fielder, he tries to rehearse day-to-day interactions to make the actual thing easier, and someone's interaction that they were dreading and were afraid of was admitting to his trivia group that he did not actually graduate with a 4-year degree. That was it. And he just kept this lie up. It's a very small white lie.
Yeah.
But he kept it up for 5 to 10 years. And it's a problem. When you lie once, it's embarrassing to admit that you lied. That's the problem right there.
But
I have 2 things.
Yeah.
when I was in high school, there were, and like as we graduated, went to college, there were so many people in my school who'd be like, "Oh yeah, I go to FSU." I'm like, "No, you go to TCC, Tallahassee Community College." Like it was like, and it was
But
like
they take classes at FSU or something.
No, they don't. They didn't even go to FSU. They would say like they went there, and it's like, why can't you just stay? Like, you want me in Tallahassee? That's great. And if you stay at those community colleges for usually 2 years or so, you usually can like get into those state colleges. So it was like, why are you lying? Just say where you're going. It's okay. Like, no one actually cares. But there's this lie then that you have to just keep going with. Am I crazy? You bring up saying like when you're out and drinking and you have these lies.
Uh-oh.
So me and my friends want to go out one night and just have fake names, fake careers.
Girls do that all the time.
Yes, like fake, like we are totally different people. Like my name's Veronica and I'm like a dental hygienist. And like I'm from, you know, I pick a town where maybe I know like a little few things about, like that's like not, like we like want to do that one night and just completely be different people.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
That's not crazy. That's fun.
It's a little role playing. It's a little acting.
I was going to say, that kind of sounds like
that's
just
fun.
cosplay with the gals.
Yeah, that's not, and I think girls do that all the time.
Yeah.
Now the issue is you don't want it to be one of the nights you meet this guy that you really like.
Right.
And you end up, and then like 2 weeks in, you have to like come clean.
So one of my friends actually has like a secret kind of code between us that I think is very smart.
Okay.
And I'm giving it away, but no one would know in the moment. If someone approaches her, she will not introduce herself as her name. She will introduce herself as like my name. And that's like my cue of like, she's not interested, of like, hey, I'm not interested in this guy. I don't really want to talk to this guy. So I'm not going to tell him my name. Like we're going to swap for a second.
Yeah.
Because that's my cue of like, oh, she's not interested. So if things get weird, like.
Can't she just pick a third name? Why does she have to pick your name? That can get confusing.
I guess, yeah, but
Yeah, well,
I
she
think
has to-
I like that. I'll remember that.
So
though.
what do
Like,
you call yourself then?
her name?
Wow.
So like that's
like
our
Freaky
cue.
Friday.
That's like our cue of like if she introduced herself like, oh, I'm Christina, then I'll be like, oh, yeah, this is so and so. I'm not gonna give out her name. So,
but I do think though
I think it's smart.
I'm not saying it's not smart. I think women assume that guys can't read the energy they're giving off. And often, some guys can't, I guess. Some guys can't. Or they're just pushing through that. But I also believe that in those spots, a lot of times you can tell when you're getting BS'd in a bar, in a club, or in some kind of social situation where you're trying to get after a young lady.
Theo, it's unfortunate because there never will be a payoff to what I'm about to say.
Oh, God.
But you are the biggest Monday morning quarterback. You are the biggest washed guy that criticizes every man's approach at women.
I didn't. Did I criticize men right there? I did not. I gave men a lot of credit. I said they can see through that crap when they're saying the wrong names and all of that stuff. Like you can tell by the body language, the energy that they're giving.
I apologize.
There's an 80-20.
Because once you decided to speak on men in the dating life right now, it made me think this guy, it's a different league in 2025.
I know I'm married. I know I'm washed. I know I'm past my prime and all of that. But I was just single 5 years ago.
Because you are the first one to criticize everyone's charisma with women and everyone's first date with women.
Well, yeah, and obviously I'm successful at it because I'm married.
You're saying that the league was more physical back in your day, and you're saying these guys are just in it for the money and in it for the attention. They don't know how to do it.
Guys these days do suck, all right?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Thank you, Tina. She's the one experiencing them firsthand, and I'm seeing a lot of it secondhand, and I'm like, dude, improve your approach. My issue with guys is that they lack accountability. They're trying to attract women, and then they're blaming the women for not being attracted. You cannot consider the customer wrong. You're the one trying to win her over. I see people tweeting stuff out and stuff all the time, and I'm like, man.
No.
Come with a new approach.
As someone who's been in a relationship longer than your current relationship, I couldn't step in today's league. No, the game's evolved faster.
What's wrong
quicker.
with the game? Oh, the game is faster, quicker. The game is easier these days because the competition is lower.
No, I'd say the exact opposite.
The competition is trash.
Well, maybe no one wants to get in the competition because of how hard it is. If I was dropping the game today, oh my goodness, you would see a side of me you never wanted to see. I might get fired from my job if I had to get into the game today.
Would it be similar to the guy that sits in the seat when I see that side?
Dear God, I hope not. But I can't say for sure. I can't speak on that right now.
For the game,
because I haven't been in the game.
Tina.
The game's foreign to me.
All right, and I know we're convoluting analogies here because you're calling me like Charles Barkley to the NBA or Shaq more so, to the NBA.
As in a married man talking about men in today's dating scene.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that we have no right to judge from your and I's perspective.
We can, because I see enough of it. I'm around enough of it, and I experience enough of it to realize that these guys just absolutely, they're not bringing enough to the table. And then they're blaming, you have to have some accountability. Look in the mirror, son. Look in the mirror. That's what I would tell a young man. Look in the mirror, son, and get back out there and try harder. Tina, you're experiencing it. Can you back me up on this? I mean, it's just, people have devolved. They've devolved. They're watching streamers instead of sitcoms.
There is this guy that I follow that he did this skit of it's like, is it the bare minimum or like, is it like princess treatment, whatever. And it's in, for me, like too, like the dating scene is like so tough and it is hard, but it's also like, it's for me, I have very high standards. And I definitely, like, I'm different than probably the dating scene right now where, like, I'm not on apps. It's all about, like, naturally, organically meeting people, whatnot. So that's definitely a little tougher for me. But I also, like, the bare minimum is, like, you can't communicate. Goodbye. Like, it's almost easier because it's just.
It's easier to drop people.
Easier to drop people.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, you can't do the bare minimum. Bye.
That's what I'm saying. That is a referendum on the game. The people that are involved in it. Because if they're getting dropped because they can't communicate well enough, like, C-Cat, you would do better than that. You can communicate. You're in communications.
If I was single, I would be doing. I couldn't stomach signing up for an app.
Don't do the app.
Because,
you don't have to do the app.
And the reason why I wouldn't do the app is not because of the ease of it. It's because of the embarrassment of someone else in my life seeing my dating profile on the app. Like, oh, this is why I was trying to get women. This is how we're trying to do it. I couldn't. Like a coworker seeing me on an app. Oh, hell no.
I feel that. Like being from here, like this is my hometown, like I feel that.
So have you ever been on a dating app before?
Never.
Okay.
I was when I was back in Houston. I was single, and I wasn't. I'm sure it got
but
screenshotted
that's like
by
the
a couple
way.
people.
Like I have like mixed feelings about it.
You were a public figure on the app.
I know. I'm sure somebody screenshot. That's fine.
But there's like mixed feelings about it because like
me,
how am I meeting?
Swipe
people?
right or swipe left. Damn it.
Like, but how are you meeting people? Like, that's the hard part where it's like, actually the apps are like, in a way, like you could meet someone that you would never meet at a run club or at the gym or things like that. So I'm like 50-50 of like, there's people that I'm never actually going to meet naturally and organically that I could meet on an app. But then again, I have that like, well, I don't know. Like, I just don't know how I feel about that. And I want it to be more like already things I'm maybe doing or mutual friends or something.
Well, people are disingenuous, I feel like, also.
Guys also don't come up to you. Like, I keep
hearing that.
Guys also don't come up to you like out and about. But I told you guys about this earlier in the week, and we don't have to get into details, but someone did approach me earlier this week in a way that I was like, wow, like that's like the way he did, I was like, oh, that was like flattering and sweet.
Nuance.
I wasn't interested though, so I
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So, but it was
part of the game.
Nice way to go about it.
Guys don't come up to me anymore. No, not you. That's what
she said, man, I really wish a guy would come up to me. Oh, wait.
I don't
not
wish.
Get the hell back.
All right, I liked it before when no one was coming up to me.
Nobody approached me, especially not that guy. But I'm lonely.
Real encouraging to the field out there, Tina.
Can I tell y'all the quick story of what I overheard and witnessed in the coffee shop this morning? And
after you tell us about EDS air conditioning and plumbing, because was this cool, this interaction, or no?
This interaction was the opposite of cool.
Oh, they should probably hit up EDS.
They should hit up EDS and maybe cool down. Cool the jets. Keep it G. Be more personable. Be like EDS air conditioning and plumbing. EDSisyes.com. That is the website to go to. I am a gold plan member with EDS. That means that I get 2 check-ins every single year. Preventative care and repair. They check on me. They care about me. They want to see my AC running at peak performance, but it's not just air conditioning with EDS. They also are experts when it comes to your plumbing needs. Are you failing to get the hot water when you need it? Is there a room in your home that is not cooling down at the same level as others? If those answers are the ones that you don't want, then EDS is the team that you do. EDSisyes.com. That is the website to go to. Tap in with the good people. They've been servicing the area since 2006. Since 2006, like right after the Miami Hurricanes got into the ACC. And they'll be servicing them long after the Canes hopefully win a conference championship or leave the ACC. I don't even know what the heck the future for the Canes are, but I do know that EDS in the present is the place to be if you want some help with your air conditioning or your plumbing. Also, 0%, 60-month interest-free financing for qualified customers right now. That is the deal. Your budget will not get in the way of your comfort. EDSisyes.com. Tap in with the good people. EDS is yes. All right. I'm in a coffee shop this morning. I'm with the wife.
You have this place often?
No, this is actually a place I don't frequent. She does, but every now and then I'll pull up on her and work with her alongside of her in unison. A little tandem action.
Cute.
Thank you. I love you too. So we're sitting down, we're working, having some coffee, and right as she's getting ready to go, I noticed a weird interaction happening between a guy behind me, and this guy was like an older white dude. He dressed like who's that dude that does the Bravo shows?
Andy Cohen.
He dressed like Andy Cohen, but he looked
like, is he
like
really like Andy Cohen?
No. He just dressed like him.
Okay.
He dressed a little European.
Okay.
A little European. He has some style to him, but
a little metro.
Yeah. But I'm sure a cool dude. And he's having this interaction with the waitress. Waitress is like, hey, you can't sit there that long without ordering anything.
Damn.
And so this guy in a perfectly old white guy, American English accent is just like speaks normally and like, oh, okay, sorry about that. I will go to my car and get my wallet and pay. I'm waiting on somebody. And I was like, that's kind of normal. He goes outside, goes into his truck. I'm not sure why he left his wallet in his truck in the first place, but comes back in, buys something, takes a seat. As he's sitting there, he's also acting like a loud American because he's speaking extremely loud in this coffee shop. And as I'm trying to work and literally edit videos, all I can hear is him just yapping and yapping and yapping.
In a conference? Like a phone call, a Zoom call?
Yeah, take a couple calls. He was taking calls before this setup that he was waiting on. Now, again, on these calls, he's talking normal. Like English. Your accent maybe, C-Cat. Like this is an American dude. 5 minutes roll by. By this time, my wife has left. In comes this Latina lady, probably mid-30s. Can't really gauge it. My eye's not that sharp anymore. Plus, I'm not looking. I'm editing video. She walks up. She joins the lad at the table behind me. Mind you, I can't see them. I can hear them. And literally, I didn't see the guy, the white dude I was just talking about, Andy Cohen dressing fella. I did not see him anymore or her, but I saw her walk up to the table. I saw her sit down, and I hear them speaking. C-Cat. He changed to a Spanish accent. He started speaking with a Spanish flair. And I thought it was weird because at first I'm like, damn, did the guy move? But I was like, no, he went to the car and bought something so he could sit there. And I heard him talking.
Different person, you thought.
This is a totally different dude. And just to make sure, at one point, I kind of peek over my shoulder. And I'm like, oh my God, same guy. And you would have thought this dude was like Cuban. Like he was speaking. It was such a good Spanish dialect. And then
but it was in English. It wasn't he was speaking Spanish,
he wasn't
so
speaking
it sounds Spanish.
He was speaking English as if English was a second language.
Oh my gosh.
And here's the worst part of it. This is the part of the last part of the conversation I heard with this young lady, this young unsuspecting lady. It sounded like a first date. I don't know if they met off an app but it was literally a first date. Here's the last few things I heard out of this man's mouth to this lady's ears. And I wrote this in my notes. This is how at all I was. Instead of rushing into work, I stayed back to hear more of this conversation. He said, and I can't do the Spanish accent, but he said, I was raised in America, but I don't consider myself American. He said, I don't watch sports. I don't drink alcohol. First of all, is that all you think of us? You are us. I wish I could have recorded him from 10 minutes before she walked in there and showed her. She's sitting up here with a phony. Here's the worst part of it, though. He said, I travel often, especially to Latin America. Then he said, mind you, again, I'm not sure if he's saying the same thing if he's sitting up there next to LaRonda or if he's sitting up there next to Sarah. He's sitting up there next to a young lady of Spanish descent, and all of a sudden he's super duper Spanish oriented. And here goes his 4 things that he loves. I love museums. I love arts. I love traveling. And I love real people.
Wow.
You're not real.
When he said that, I was packing up my laptop. I wanted to turn around and say, sir, I've had enough.
And you know what he would say back? Ay, chismoso. That's what he would say about you.
No English. I would have been like, what are you doing? No.
Dude.
This guy's a fraud.
Latinos will make a white boy just denounce their citizenship, man. Like
He said, I wish I could show this to his buddies at the country club. He told her, I was raised in America. I do not consider myself an American. And he qualified that by saying he doesn't watch sports or drink alcohol. Is that
You're telling me that these guys don't even play the game? He's playing the game to the furthest extent.
He was doing too much.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He was
he's a
bending
fraud.
over backwards.
He can't keep that up. There's no way he can keep that up, right? That's weird.
I guess he decided there were two choices when he wanted to have a relationship with this Latina young woman. He could be the gringo guy, or he could just fake it till you make it.
But how long can you fake that? I'm curious. For anybody,
I think you can fake it until it becomes natural. I think you honestly can do that.
He obviously has done it before. He did it so fluidly that I promise you I thought it was a different dude. Because I couldn't see him. My chair was facing like towards the window. They were behind me.
It's like everyone in the coffee shop was in on it too.
He was speaking very loud, so I'm not the only one that had to have picked up on that. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever just observed in a span of like 20 minutes. Is that okay?
Now, I will give him some grace. There's a possibility that he kind of chameleons his voice to the people that are around him who he's talking to.
Okay.
So it comes out when he's around other Hispanic people.
So how would he sound if he was talking to me?
He would sound just like you, Theo.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It's kind of like when white dude starts calling me brother too much. I'm like, what are we doing?
Who does that? No one on this station ever in their history.
Might be. Well, he calls everybody brother.
Oh, I was thinking of someone who used to be on the station.
Oh, God. You're talking about, I'm not even going to do it. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
The pink smoke is taking over South Florida. Listen to Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, and Jordi Alba and Inter Miami in their pursuit of an MLS Cup all season long right here on ESPN 106.3.
Messi, left foot, in on Guzan, tipped it up and over, it's a goal! Lionel Messi is on the board!
Listen to it all on the ESPN South Florida app, brought to you by PNC Bank, Audi, and Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMITTED.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manso's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manso's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
2025 Florida football ticket packages are on sale now. Don't miss any of the 6 home games, including the home opener on August 30th versus Long Island, the SEC home opener versus Texas on October 4th, and Senior Day versus Florida State on November 29th. Visit FloridaGators.com and secure your seat for all the action only in the Swamp.
It's heating up fast in Palm Beach County. Hey, it's Colin, and if your AC isn't ready for the Florida heat, now is the time to call John C. Cassidy Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Since 1960, John C. Cassidy has kept homes cool and comfortable. Don't wait for a breakdown. Upgrade your system today with great financing available. Be sure to ask about the Cassidy Care Program for year-round peace of mind. Cassidy is proud to support our local community, including the YMCA and the Palm Beach Gardens Youth Athletic Association. Stay cool. Stay prepared with Cassidy Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Visit CassidyAC.com.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Time now for the coolest moment of the week. Presented by EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDS is yes.
This from a broadcast of a Panthers game that featured Steve Smith Sr., former Panthers wide receiver and current NFL broadcaster, who is also facing a homewrecker civil suit for what he did with another man's wife allegedly last year. Here is Steve Smith Sr. cracking a joke about it on the broadcast.
Our fans run into you guys going through the drive-thru after the game. Are you going to treat the fans to a chicken sandwich if they spot you?
No, bro, it's one chicken sandwich. Man, y'all know my situation. I can't afford to be helping everybody right now. Hey, here's one thing, though. I want to say.
Yeah, cut it. That is your EDS Air Conditioning coolest moment of the week. Not the fact that he is being sued, not the fact that Steve Smith is still able to broadcast games while in the midst of a bit of a drama there, but the fact that Steve Smith Sr. is inevitably just a great broadcaster, a very fun show, and he doesn't give a damn. Like, I don't want to see this guy leave the booth just because of the whole infidelity and homewrecker stuff, man.
Well, he probably needs the money if that's any indication.
Well, he needs the money, but I wonder what this does to his brand.
Yeah. People will get past that.
They should. They weren't involved.
Yeah, you brought up, I didn't know you could get sued for infidelity.
Right, me neither. Okay, can I read the article to you?
Please.
All right, so the man, Anthony Martinez, this is the man who claims...
Put him on blast, damn.
He's put himself on blast. He literally, you don't remember the tweet? The
Nebraska quarterback, different guy.
No, different guy. Anthony Martinez filed a civil lawsuit against Steve Smith in North Carolina's Mecklenburg County Superior Court back in May. Martinez is seeking more than $100,000 in damages under a homewrecker law in the state. The lawsuit is filed against Steve Smith because he allegedly had relations with this man's wife. And if you don't remember, there were a a flurry of tweets coming out from this random account that became notorious, I believe earlier this year, like around February or so. And it was text chain between this man, Anthony Martinez, and his wife and Steve Smith. And it was very nasty. She was saying some very nasty things about Steve Smith and the things that he did to her.
They were revealing too.
Yes.
Tell you what, Steve Smith might need some money. He might need to let some anger out. He should join the 37U football team that I see online right now. Have you seen these highlights, Tina, or these videos, Tina?
Wait, but before you go to that, you can get sued.
Oh, God.
You have to come out of your pocket because I'm sure this messed up Steve Smith's marriage and family situation too. He has to lose money for it as well. Wasn't it her responsibility, the wife of the man,
good point,
to not interact with Steve Smith and not him?
That does kind of is
he's the
insulting
homewrecker?
It's insulting the intelligence or the power of the woman in that aspect.
Yes,
she's in control of that.
Yeah,
just as much as
she's the one that set her vows. She's the one that got married and committed to that man. And Steve Smith has to pay because she decided to step out.
And I guess so. He also has to prove that Steve Smith knew that the woman was in a marriage,
right?
Because then all of a sudden you're walking around a minefield if you're dating.
Right. None of my business.
We're walking into $100,000 lawsuit.
Not only do you have to check IDs, you got to check like how do you check if somebody's married other than a ring? Is there like a court document?
Google it. Or I think through the courts. I don't know.
Is it public record?
It should be, I guess, because you file it through the courts.
I think
That's
so.
true, because we see when celebrities file for divorce through those court proceedings.
Yeah.
They don't come out and tell us.
But who's doing all of that?
I don't know.
It's just, again, Steve Smith Sr. was wrong. He was married as well, so he wrecked his own home. Does his wife get to sue him as well? I guess he could file for divorce.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't like that. But what were you saying about the 37U football?
Yeah, it's going viral right now online. I know adult football is a thing. I didn't know how real about it and how intense these people are about their 40U football teams.
Ridiculous.
There is, I guess, they do it just to knock off just 11U, 12U.
Yeah, it looks like
a name from that.
Yeah, Pop Warner.
But you've got 60-year-olds playing football.
Yeah.
Wow. Flag, tackle.
Full.
Wow.
Full pads. You got a 60-year-old who was in the league for 23 years, and he just had his legs taken out from under him and tore his ACL.
Ugh.
Imagine tearing an ACL at 60 years old because you are a defensive lineman for your hometown organized, volunteer, unpaid tackle football team.
You know what hasn't been discussed enough? Do we know what cities these things are going on in? Can we find that out somehow?
Yes, I will be the first man on it.
I wonder how many of these guys are ex-military. And I say that because I wonder how many of these guys have checks coming in, maybe and again, thank you for your service if that is the case, have checks coming in because they are retired, disabled military members who are getting a good amount of cash flow, and they have this extra free time that they can spend playing tackle football and risking their health.
They're having media day. They showed up with no pads on and the gloves, and he's on one of those selfie spinny things where the camera goes around you at
a 360 cam.
Yes.
Why is this? Another question. Why now? Why are we just now finding out so much about these 37U league? How long they've been going on for 20 years? How has it just started to pop?
Did something happen? Was the 6-year-old what made it go viral? And
there was the one highlight of that one dude getting absolutely floored. He was moving fast as hell, and then this one guy clotheslined him.
And then he's got to clock in at FedEx the following day. This is brutal. These guys are going to put permanent damage on their bodies that will impact their ability to be a breadwinner.
But y'all are assuming. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep assuming that these guys have 9-to-5 jobs. These guys could be dudes who don't necessarily have to clock in. Just saying.
The title of this article is "Unks Living Out Their Dream" on the 40U football team.
You can't tell me
going
you wouldn't
viral on TikTok.
You can't tell me you wouldn't do it. Evan Cohen has already admitted on Unsportsmanlike 6 to 10 a.m. right here on these airways. He would do it. He's already admitted he would suit up and do it. Chris Canty said he's a fool, but that's because Chris Canty made millions to play football. He would not play for free.
There are 40U wags, wives and girlfriends, doing TikToks about a day in the life of a 40U football.
It's like a media
life.
why are they getting so much attention right now, though? You know how that's always like weird, like how this thing has been going on for a while and all of a sudden we're hearing everything about it?
You've got guys dropping to their knees in inspiration to their teammates before the game and tears falling down their cheeks about they need every ounce of everyone's effort in tonight's game for the U football.
The other side of that, too, is the funny part about that is it literally is just as competitive and means just as much to them as like the Super Bowl, just less people are paying attention. Like, what's the difference between that and the Cowboys-Eagles?
The guys that are on the field are getting paid.
They're in their prime.
They're doing it for their living, and these guys are shortening their lifespans by doing it.
Micah Parsons isn't. Not yet. More theoretically speaking on the happy hour coming up. But before we do, I got to tell you where you can cool down. If you're playing a little 40U football and you need to cool down, splash of water might help. Splash of water from Culligan would definitively help because that's the good water. That's the good stuff. Culligan water has decades in the game of helping you get a more purified, cleansed water. There are so many toxins and pollutants in the water these days, especially in Florida where the water is terrible. Get your free water test today. Culligan.com. Get your free water test today and tap in with the good people and see what is actually floating around in your water so you can take care of yourself, so you can be healthy, so your family can extend their lifespan. If you're playing 37U football, you're indefinitely you're shortening your lifespan. If you're drinking Culligan water, maybe you're counterbalancing that. You know what I'm saying? You're doing great things for your health and for your wealth because now you can try Culligan for just $10 per month. But don't forget, the water test is free. Culligan.com. Get your free water test. Find out what's in your water. Find out how Culligan can help you. Culligan.com.
Hey, Culligan man!
More theoretically speaking on the happy hour next.
Okay, we have to talk about the new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college football, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, and the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, and the entire 30 for 30 library. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Hi, this is Scott Smith of Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. I have said it many times before, and I will continue to say it for many years to come. There is never a good time for a car accident to occur, and most certainly never ever a good time to suffer injuries in any type of an accident. The accident and its overall aftermath will usually cause pain, difficulty, and stress. Florida law allows accident victims to recover compensation for such losses, injuries, and damages. But such recovery is often not obtained easily and can require a lengthy fight with an insurance company. If you've been injured in an accident, call us now. Don't delay. The initial consultation is completely free of charge. The sooner you call us, the sooner we can put our experienced legal team to work for you. Don't hesitate or pause for another minute. Our experience, knowledge, and resources could be working for you just minutes after the call. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, help is just a phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
The season is kicking off. Keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, EDS is trusted as the MVP, and it has been since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today. Kick off your game day comfort and don't sweat the small stuff.
God knows.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right, I am. It is a football Friday, and not only is it a football Friday, as you make your way to the stadiums tonight to watch some football in person, just know if you are derailed by any car troubles, Tina has the place to go.
You can only go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire, and they're not just in the Treasure Coast in St. Lucie County. They're also here in Palm Beach County, West Palm Beach, Blue Heron, and Military Trail. Your place to go. Trust the experts. They've been helping me out with my tire problems, with my battery issues, in and out. Great customer service. SLBT.com. Only place to go for all your car troubles.
Man, I'm excited, man. Next time we all speak, next time we gather together and break bread, we're going to have some college football results.
Yes.
We're going to have, like, in the win-loss column, it will no longer, if you go to, like, standings and sort, it will no longer just everybody's 0-0. There's going to be some 1-0s. There's going to be some 0-1s.
So apparently the first game of the season, it's in Dublin, Ireland. And Dublin's wrapping their arms around this. They loved it last year. They loved it all the years before that. And they printed out a bunch of flags and are hanging the flags of the schools that are going to be there. It's Iowa State, Kansas State.
Nice.
Next to the Iowa State flag, there was the literal state flag of Kansas because they Googled the wrong thing and didn't get a flag for the university, Kansas State.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
they Googled Kansas State flag.
And they got the state flag of Kansas.
Wow. That's
classic mix-up.
Classic mix-up. I don't know. We should be able to blame them for that. That's not good. They got to be better than that.
Not a fan of the Irish?
I mean, come on. The Kansas State flag is clearly not a football team's flag. Go in love, go in peace, go enjoy. Enjoy some football.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
The annual Boca Raton Bowl ABC Supply Company Great Chefs Tailgate Showcase heats up on Wednesday, September 10th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. Join me, Theo Dorsey, at Boca Raton Innovation Campus in Boca Raton as